Reproductive Tribecast. I'm your host, Lizzo, and today we are talking everything concerning women. Women in leadership, women in the entrepreneurship space, women in the corporate world, women in the markets. We love you and we celebrate you. We're just here to say Happy Women's Month as RAHU Uganda and BNN. We are here to celebrate every woman and to see to it that they can fulfill their potential, take up their spaces, and let their voices be heard. And for today's Tribecast, we have a very beautiful young lady who has done amazingly a very good job in that industry or in the space of sexual reproductive health and rights. I'll let her introduce herself, and beyond that, we shall catch up in a conversation. Hi, Joan.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Please, the floor is yours.
Hi everyone. My name is Joan Atuhaire. I am a psychologist. I'm also the founder of Simply Has, and we'll get to know about Simply Has. I don't want to spoil anything, but I love women. I'm really excited to be hosted here this Women's Month.
Personally, when we launched Simply Has last on Women's on the 7th,
Yes, 7th.
During the Lesu Festival, I was amazed personally.
Yeah, sure.
But I don't want to keep the amazement only to myself, so I would want you to explain to the people what Simply Has is, and we can start from there.
Okay, so basically Simply Has is an online space where young women can access sexual health products conveniently. Simply Has exists to create a channel where young people do not have to ask themselves, where can I access products, go to a pharmacy, find people who know them, and then feel shy, asking for whichever product that they want to order for. And I think a particular scenario I love to point to is you go to a pharmacy and you've gone to ask for emergency.
Pill.
Yes. And then,
Condoms.
you're like, oh my God, these people know me. I stay, let's say 200 feet away from this place. Like there's no way I can be asking for this time and time again. And so Simply Has just really bridges in the gap to say, hey, we can avail to you whichever products you want, whether they're test kits, whether they're condoms, whether they are pads, sanitary materials, tampons, period pain relief, but from the convenience of where you are, but also offering you the additional support of, hey, if it's an ECP, it's not okay for you to be taking this month on month, If we realize through our systems that, you're this one person who is constantly ordering for ECPs, we will definitely tell you, hey, I think it's about time we change into a more long-lasting method, which will be better for the long-term health. So that's basically what I would call Simply Has. Simply Has is your big sister that is saying we're here to support your personal ambitions, to ensure that, you're able to complete school, you're able to achieve your personal goals, your career goals, because not everyone is ready to get pregnant. We have couples who just want to enjoy their sexual health. They're just looking for lubricant. They're looking for convenient products that, can give them the best experience.
And you can just go and tell, excuse me, I would want,
yes, girl, just imagine.
I'm sorry, but till now, I don't think I have the confidence to do that.
Exactly. And it's so interesting because I think we were sharing about this during the launch.
Yeah.
It's just awkward. As much as you have the information after a seminar, after a podcast, you've listened to this podcast, you're feeling invigorated, you're like, oh my God, let me go and get this product. You still feel shy at a certain point and you're like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Yeah.
So Simply Has is basically bridging that gap and saying it's okay to ask for these products. Your pleasure matters, and we're here to serve you and give you the best products.
So going back to this, just to take us back, because I'm wondering, where did Joan wake up from to just decide to become a woman in tech? Because technically you're a woman in tech and you're a woman in leadership.
Yeah.
Where did Simply Has, where did you birth it from?
Yeah.
Was it a story? Is there a story behind it?
Yes, there is. There's a couple of stories. So Simply has been a long time coming. That's really what I can say. And I can also say that my journey started working in the sexual and reproductive health rights space. You go to communities, you're sharing information about sexual health, and then occasionally you'll give out a condom or two. But then after that, then what, People still remain shy to demand for products. People still have challenges demanding for products. And I have worked with a couple of organizations, including RAHU, doing this work of, talking to young people in universities, and we're like, oh, these are the products, but the challenges still remain. After the information, then what? So I can only say that after some time, I started to ideate. I was part of a few programs where, most importantly, I learned about combining the business elements as well as the social challenge, to create a sort of social enterprise where young people can benefit from whatever I have created. I think the most important thing I can say is my interest in tech came from the fact that technology is to us what farming was to our parents.
Yeah.
So it's really important to understand that technology is the future. We are in the future anyway. And how are young people accessing products? Through their phones.
Online.
A lot of us spend almost 7-8 hours, online. You're scrolling through TikTok, responding to WhatsApp messages. What is the best channel to reach them? How do we monetize that? How do we work with payment integrators? How do we work with medical professionals to ensure that we bridge the gap for access? So I can only say that Simply Has is a culmination of experiences around healthcare, experiences working with people in tech, and also learning on my own experiences in entrepreneurship. It's really been, a culmination.
So as a young person, I'll just little bit drive it back to the leadership aspect. You're a young CEO, you're a young founder. Has it been able for you to maneuver in this space as we're in the Women's Month and all? Have you been able to bring this all to...
Should I laugh?
Yeah, you should. First laugh, then you give us the solution so that also the young people can get a thing or two.
How has it been? I can say it's not easy, but it's doable. You get it. I think I derive my inspiration from the fact that there's so many people who are breaking barriers and they breathe the same oxygen. A few or more times they have the same access to the same people that I have access to, the same opportunities that I have access to. So if they have done it, then I can do it. I think the other thing is just being conscious and constantly looking for mentorship, constantly looking for opportunities to grow yourself and hone your skills. And I speak to that a lot because as a young person, you don't have so much experience, but you can learn. Whatever you put your mind to, you can learn and you can do it, and you can do it well or better than even the people doing it. Yeah, and also just being shameless. I will say shameless. just being shameless because there's so many voices around telling you, oh, this hasn't been done before. We do not have a shop like Simply Has in Uganda. And yet here we are sort of trying to build and create a platform where young people, couples, older couples who want to explore their sexual health can, tap into and just conveniently access these products. So I think it's being shameless and being audacious and just believing that something can happen and working towards it.
So it Simply Has only for the ladies, also the gents can get a thing or two from there?
Definitely. Going forward, we look forward to having a product that serves men. But at the current time, it Simply Has, but we definitely have products that serve men as well. For instance, the lubricant, it serves both women and men. A guy can buy it, a woman can buy it. But I think another conversation that I've been having is you don't, as a man, be supportive. It's Women's Month. Go to the platform, order for your girlfriend a few period care products, order for her even the lubricant, because there are times of the month where you don't necessarily have enough fluid to sustain sexual activity. How are you being a supportive partner and saying, oh, I understand what is happening to your body, to you emotionally and physically. I am going to buy for you XYZ product to support you. So I think that's really where the conversation is going with Simply Has, for it to be a channel even for spouses to support their partners and order from us whichever product they want.
What are some of the major challenges that you faced before the launch that you feel like these were the two most but beyond that I've been able to reach where I am as a young lady in tech?
Interesting. So I think some of the major challenges that I have faced is it's something that hasn't been done. to put it simply. It just hasn't been done. And even when people will argue, oh, there's X company, what we're doing differently, because our focus is sexual health. Our focus is both e-commerce and telemedicine for sexual health conditions. So in terms of how we're approaching the market, it's really something that hasn't been done. And what I can say is that I have journeyed with so many people. I can't say this is only my effort, but I have journeyed with so many people on my team, so many advisors, so many friends, so many family members who I share with on routine. These are the challenges, these are the opportunities. How do you think I can go around this? I think that has really put me a step ahead, because I always know that, you know, this person is one text away. And even when they do not respond, I know it's not personal, you know. The world has 10 billion people, whatever, you know. You'll always find someone willing to listen, willing to hold space for you and just really support your journey. I think the second other challenge that we've experienced has been around just really building community for Simply Has. And because sexual health is something that is stigmatized, sexual health is something that is, you know, there's not much that people want to say about sexual health. Like, everyone is embarrassed. And yet sexual health is part of our day-to-day living, you know. Sexual health appears in the morning when you wake up, for instance, for the men. And I don't want to be that direct, but I will say it as it is. We're constantly moving, going about the day, and then you catch a period. You're constantly moving, and then you're going through hormonal changes. You're in pain. So for us to treat it as a side conversation is not okay. And the time is yesterday for us to create solutions and act around it. Yeah.
Great. So as just to also bring something out, as you've said, so many different challenges that you've faced.
Yeah.
But now concerning that the space so far, is there, like, has there been a change of mind through these different processes that you've been doing?
Yeah.
Do we see progress of Simply Has being embraced by different people, especially a cultural perspective when it comes to SRHR related issues?
Yeah. And for starters, I think what I can reference is a conversation I had with someone, a friend of mine, a few weeks ago. And I was telling him about what Simply Has does. And I'm like, oh my God, there's this new project I'm working on. This is what it is. We've been around for this long. And then he says, oh my God, I did not know we needed that. And then he said he thinks about the times back in the day when he was still at university, and this is a senior citizen. And he's like, it was so wrong of us to allow our partners to journey through their reproductive health on their own. And he made mention of things like contraception, and he's like, we would have sex together and then I just leave her. I don't really care if she's on the pill. I don't even care if, you know, for me as a person, I have refused to use a condom, and that is it, you know. And having that conversation with that person at that moment, and they were reflecting back, was it just really struck me, because a lot of the times partners do not know how they can support their spouses. But with platforms like this, women don't even need the support of, you know, their significant other. They simply make the choice and say, you know what, I'm in this relationship, I'm going to have conversation with my partner. Regardless of what they think, I value their opinion, but I choose to do this for my health, for my mental health, as well as for the goals and ambitions that I am set to achieve. So I think, yeah, I'd really speak to that in that way and say that the change we're creating is really mindset change, not only for young people, but also for the older people. Yeah, just really creating a channel and a platform that can make them happy.
Nice. So as a young person who has been in this, Simply has been there for the past how many years? So
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
And you've seen the ups and downs of it and where you've reached. So the women who are doing something like you are doing at the moment, what's a word of advice you can give to them? Maybe they're doing something around entrepreneurship, in tech, in whatever space they're really doing. But you're doing an amazing job and you're a woman, it's our month. So what advice would you want to share to the young ladies out there?
I think to any entrepreneur watching, I would say, just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. And I know people have said it before, but just do it. Do it scared. Do it whichever way, just do it. Just start somewhere. And one of the things I keep saying is momentum is everything. Like, momentum is everything. If you do not feel like doing something, try to do something small. Today you may not write a full page, but you'll definitely achieve a paragraph or half a page. Yeah, tomorrow you may not be able to post to social media, but you have created a script, you have reached out to a partner, you have done something. So momentum is everything while you're starting. Like, just try to make small incremental steps as opposed to imagining that, you know, you will create change. Yeah. In one go.
Where can it simply has on all platforms? Kindly.
Yes, so Simply Has is on social media at Simply Has UG, but also please check out our platform, our website. It's simplyhas.shop, www.simplyhas.shop. Check through the products, share with us feedback. Which products would you like to see on the platform? How can we make it more affordable, more accessible for whatever your needs are, especially sexual reproductive needs. Yeah.
So do you make deliveries when this is done?
Yes.
Great. Awesome. I think everything has been stated to you by Joan, and I think what I really appreciate from Simply Has is the privacy that it has.
Yeah.
Because really, when you look at the young people in universities, in their different spaces, in their communities, judgment is the biggest fear that they have, and that's the biggest gap if you look at the different conversations we have with them. I'm going to go to Musao Mariam. Musao Mariam is used to seeing me getting shots for malaria or typhoid, and now I'm asking for a pill. I want a condom. I can't even set a lubricant. Like, for goodness sake. I feel like she will have a conversation with my mom or my aunties at any point of time. But that's why Simply Has UG is there for you guys. Let's just go check out the website and see to it that in this month we're making the right decisions. But also, and if you want to get access to anything that you may want to see on the website, Simply Has is there for you. It's just simply ours as ladies. Thank you so much for being beautiful viewers and listeners. This is the Home of the Brave Tribecast, and it's a pleasure for having you and hosting you, Joan.
Thank you so much.
And by the way, Joan, do you know BNN?
Yes, I have heard about it. I've seen a lot of the advocacy online. It's the BILLI Now. I don't know if I'm saying it well.
It's actually BILLI Now.
BILLI Now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes. It's BILLI Now. And basically, I know that it's a movement of young people who are advocating for their sexual reproductive health and saying we need more spaces, we need more platforms, we need more communities that provide us the information, the products to make more appropriate decisions or the best decisions. Yeah.
So for this summit, let me hope you're going to be with us, because it's happening on the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th. And we really appreciate to see Simply Has.
Yeah, sure. So Simply Has is actually rallying behind this particular movement because we are selling products, but above selling products, we're also offering young people an opportunity to exercise their choice, to exercise their agency, to exercise their pleasure, which is very important. So yeah, we're excited to be part of the summit.
Come the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th of August, the BNN Youth Summit will be taking place at the Reach a Hand headquarters in Lunguja. And we're inviting all the young people to come through and be with us. Come, let's learn from each other. Let's be part of these conversations. Let's not procrastinate and say we shall do it. Let's do it now. And the easiest way is to see that you register to be part of these summits and just be able to network and understand different things concerning your health, concerning entrepreneurship, technology, all these things. And we're working together to see that we achieve the Agenda 2063 and the SDGs that are coming to one end. If they're coming to one end, let's come together for this summit to see that we achieve a thing or two. I remain Elizabeth, aka Lizo, with a beautiful Joan. Ciao.